Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play AC Milan in Football Manager 2018. And we haven't reached the next game yet, but another important thing have happened. It's time for the draw for the Champions League knockout rounds. And as you can see, we are part of the unseeded teams, and there's quite a few big teams here that are unseeded. It's us, it's Barcelona, it's Juve, it's Real Madrid, it's Bayern Munich. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I feel like there's bigger teams that are unseeded than are seeded. I mean, among the seeded team, you find PSG, Man United, Atletico Madrid, Arsenal, City. But yeah, kind of interesting. And of course, last year we got PSG. So let's start the automatic draw here and see what happens. Who will we get this year? First team is Tottenham versus PSG. So we're not getting PSG this year. There's Monaco versus Napoli. There's Barcelona. Man United. Oh my god, it's going to be a big game. Juve. Atletico. And here is us versus Villarreal. I'll take it. I take it. I definitely take it. It could have been much better. I mean, Villarreal is not an easy team. But I'd rather take them than for, say, like some of the bigger teams out there. So Bayern versus Man City, that's going to be another big one. Let's see how Villarreal is doing. They're fourth in the Spanish league. I mean, they're not a bad team, but at the same time, we managed to beat Atletico Madrid away. So, and they are an even stronger team. So, I mean, it's not going to be easy. We can definitely not take for certain that we're going to go through to the next knockout stage. But I mean, I feel like we have a chance. It could definitely have been worse. But yeah, let's move ahead to the next game then. And since last episode, we played quite a few games. First, I want to talk about this Cagliari game. It was crazy, especially the first half. Look at this result first. 6-3 win. But take a look at this one. They took the lead in the 6th minutes. And we equalized in the 11th minutes. Then they took the lead again in the 25th minutes. And we equalized in the 27th minutes. Then they took the lead a third time in the 44th minutes, and then 3 minutes into extra time in the first half, in the 48th minutes, they got a red card, a second yellow one, and he was sent off. That red card also gave us a penalty. So 4 minutes into extra time on the first half, in the 49th minute, Kalnick equalized. That was a crazy, insane first half. Then, of course, in the second half, with them being one man down, we dominated completely, scored in the 72nd minute, the 82nd minute, and then 2 minutes into extra time. But yeah, that was a really, really weird game. Then we managed to win in the Italian Cup, and I don't care about it, the youth players. And look at this, both the goals came into extra time. A sub Berardi to just get some quality in, like in the last part of the game. I subbed him and Sosa, and he scored twice during extra time. So we're going to see some more in the Italian Cup, but it won't be an episode here because I don't care about the Cup. Then an easy win versus Pescara, and then this one was very annoying because we were 2 goals up, we were completely dominating the game, and then we got the guys sent off, and the game completely changed pace. And they went from being 2 goals down to equalize. So yeah, a bit frustrating because I'm sure we would have won it if it wouldn't have been for that red card. That brings us to this league table, and as you can see, we're in a very good situation here. With actually Juve down to 3rd place, 1 point behind us, but with 1 more game played. Because Juve have been kind of like struggling here. I mean, that was the cup, but he lost in the last league game and a draw in the league game after that. So in the current situation, Napoli is up in 2nd place at the same points as us, but with 1 more game played. Today, though, we are up against Palermo, and Palermo's having a sensational season here in 4th place. I believe media predicted them to be or to finish in 14th place. So right now they are playing very, very well. And you might remember, just like a few episodes ago, they were even higher up in the league table. And they have 1 less game played than Juve and Napoli. So yeah, Palermo, this far into the season, it's been sensational for them. But before we go to that game, I just want to mention one thing. As you can see, it's the day before New Year's Eve, which means this is the last game before the January transfer window opens. I want to talk about our finances there. Because as you might remember, our finances, we have been so very poor. And the board basically has decided to spit in my face for every single transfer window. We've been down to like 35% or 50% of transfer revenue made available to us. But after the summer window closed, I didn't mention it, but after it closed, all of a sudden they decided to give 100% of transfer revenue. And just after that, they decided to increase our transfer budget, and they increased it with like, I think it was like 22 million or something like that. So our bad finance days seems to finally be over. And I mean, we made a big profit last season, and we are doing a decent profit right now. So yeah, I guess it all was that big loan we paid off, and then doing some decent signings and sellings and getting prize money. Because now, big money, and we're getting to keep everything. So now all of a sudden, we could actually sell somebody. I'm not planning to do any changes during the January window, but you never know. I'm going to take a closer look at like who's transfer listed, and take a closer look also for free transfers. And as you know already, I have like 2 youth players that will join us that I signed earlier. Talked about them in the previous episode. This time though, we are up against Palermo, and I want to mention a few things with Palermo. As you already know, they are doing a crazy season. But if you take a look at their team, their main striker on loan from AC Milan, and their super midfielder here on loan from AC Milan. So yeah, you know what they say, that the family is the worst, and maybe that's going to happen now, because these guys are betting they're going to be playing very well. Also, as you can see, Piaka is back on the bench. Last game, he made his comeback from his long 3-month injury. So I'm very pleased to see him back in action. But yeah, he's on the bench for this one. I'm going to put some pressure on the lads. It looks like it worked decently. So game on. But yeah, this Palermo, they have some of our talented youngsters, and they have been playing so much better than everybody predicted for this season. So, oh my god, they are going to get a highlight ASAP, and it is Luis, our loaned out midfielder, that takes it. So, yeah, I'm nervous already. Come on, guys, you should remember that you belong to AC Milan. You should be playing pad on purpose now, guys. I expect that from you. I would be very disappointed if you do good thing. Here's Bonaventura, and he's off the bar. That could have been a really good start of the game. But at least we got a corner out of it. So let's see if something can happen from that one. And there's Rodriguez with the corner into the box, clear by the defense. Bonaventura picks it up. Here's Silva. That was a pretty decent chance there for Silva. I actually think he could have advanced even closer to the goal. I'm not sure. This highlight has been going on for a very long time though, since we've seen like 2 chances and now this. And is there going to come something more from it? Here's Silva again. Silva into the box, and well, that didn't give too much trouble for the Palermo goalkeeper. At least we are creating something. Looking at the statistics though, is very close on chances, but we have been so much better when it comes to actually finding the target. Because they had like 2 on target and we had like 7 on target, something like that. Here's also going into the opponent's half of the pitch. On Ventura, here's Kessier. Kessier, can you find somebody? He goes for Soso, and I'm not sure if it was the goalkeeper that saved it or if it hit the post, but it was a really good chance there for Soso. Unfortunately though, Soso is definitely not one of our stronger players when it comes to scoring with his head. He's a small guy. Calabria needs some backup, guys. Show yourself. A good interception there by Bonucci. Calabria for Locatelli for Soso back to Calabria. And I'm not sure what was up to with that. That was a strange pass. And that, of course, makes some open space at Calabria's place on the right flank. Here's Luis. Come on, Luis. Be nice to us. Remember, you belong to AC Milan. You're AC Milan player, Luis. Think about that. So, Luis, our AC Milan player, decides to pass it to Catrone, another AC Milan player that scores. Well, I told you guys, family is the worst. So, guys, you need to remember you belong to us. You shouldn't be doing things like that. Why, guys? Because if we win the title, that's kind of like you win the title. So you really need to be supportive and don't do things like that. Maybe we should put it in the loan deal that, oh, that's actually bad. Because he's picked up an injury. And normally I would be happy if a potential injury happens to the opponent's team. But this is one of my players. And he will probably be a player for us next season. If I say Kalnick, he will be most likely be as kind of the player that rotates with Silva for the next season. So we definitely want him to stay fit so he can keep on developing during this season. But crappy first half should come. Look at the chances though, 16 to 10, 9 on target to 3. This result is definitely not what we deserve. So we definitely want to talk to them. We're going to go aggressive and time to step it up for the second one. Really disappointing because we have completely, if you look at statistics, completely and utterly dominated it and created a gazillion more chances than them. But you don't win by creating chances, you win by scoring goals, and we definitely need to step it up on that department here in the second half. Bonaventura for Locatelli, Kessier, all the way back to Rodriguez for Bonaventura, Locatelli. Bonaventura, can he advance? No, he loses it. Win it back, please. Win it back. Rodriguez, Bonaventura, can you get into the box? Yes, he can. Soso and Sosa to Soso, and finally Sosa gets the chance with his feet, because last time he got a great chance to watch with his head, and that's not his strongest department. But when it comes to his feet, they are top-notch quality, and he performs so much better. And yeah, so Sosa wins it for Sosa. Sosa back to Soso. Oh my god, he's commenting with these two names. But it's a goal. We have equalized. I'm very pleased with that one. But we need to step it up. Please sub Cotrona. We don't want him to risk an injury, and we don't want him to be playing against us. Rodriguez for Bonaventura into the box. Kessier for Silva, and it's off the top bar. Oh my god, that was so close. I really think Silva could have done that better, because he was really close to the goal and there was like nobody in front of him other than the goalkeeper. So he really could aim that one better. Romagnoli, kind of not the number one dribbler in our team. So Kessier, maybe a better option. Intercepted though, and guess that's it for that highlight. Come on, Palermo. I'm waiting for you to sub Cotrone. Pretty please, Palermo. Sub him. I don't want to see him be injured. I think it's time for us to make some substance. Let's see if he's having a bad day at work. Silva is definitely one of them. So let's bring in Kalnick up on top. Other than him, I think actually I'm going to go with Afonso Sosa, because he's not playing great. And we're going to bring in Fellaini in this position, because Fellaini is actually, considering that he doesn't play that much for us, he has been scoring a lot of goals. So I feel like he doesn't play much, but almost every time he plays, he scores. So hopefully he can keep that one up here. But instead, it is Palermo that's advancing. Intercepted by Bonaventura, Kalnick, and it goes through. Here's Fellaini. Fellaini, yeah. Disappointing. Very disappointing. Now we need to win it back, because we don't want to see it go to our side of the pitch. But it happens. Here is Catrone. Oh my god. I was inches from getting a heart attack there. But here he is again. Oh my god. Why? This is not good for my heart. Like, I'm on the verge for a heart attack whenever they get a chance. Let's see now who is actually tired. Bonaventura is tired, but he's playing fantastically. Actually, the last game he played, he picked up 3 assists. So he's been really good this whole season compared to, yeah, definitely compared to last season. He's so much better this one. Let's go with Locatelli, bring in Pellegrini. Get some fresh legs here in the middle of the pitch. And we are so dominating. Come on, guys. Please, we need this. 4 minutes of extra time, but the clock is just ticking and ticking and ticking away from us. And this will probably just be the end of game highlight. But you never know, so put some pressure, win it back, beautiful. That was a very crappy pass though, Cassier. Not sure why you did that, because you weren't under pressure. No need for it. Pellegrini. Or Fellaini, Fellaini into the box. Fellaini in the box, what would he... Oh, that's the full-time whistle. I first like, is it a free kick? What happened? But it was the end of the game. And I am disappointed. Definitely think we could have done better. But still, I mean, it's kind of a good feeling seeing that your loaned out players are doing well. Because look at this, Luis, 7.5 rating. Other than Torres, I think their goalkeeper, like, he was the best player in their team. And then, of course, Catrone. Where are you? You were subbed. I'm blind. There you are. Scored. Key pass. And then he got subbed before he actually got a real injury. But he's probably going to be out for some time. Yeah, 2 weeks injury. But enough talking. We got... I mean, it's also way against one of the strongest team. Best performance in the league this season. So I really can't complain. I wish we would have won. But I mean... a draw away versus a top 4 team. It's not a bad result. So, yeah, I think we're going to leave it with that. Next episode will probably be Napoli. Napoli, of course, is in second place. That's going to be another... Yeah, like we all have huge games in this series. You know it. Every single episode is a great game. So, but that's the next episode. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode.